Hello, everyone. Quick, before you guys get started, I'm very new to streaming. I'm very new to net streaming. I'm very new to video editing and all this. It's something I've decided to do like yesterday. I picked it up within hours, but I'm still learning. So with that, there's going to be complications. You're going to come across problems. From what I've seen, some of the video is way ahead of my actual feedback video of my face. So my reactions to stuff might be very laggy or late. With that being said, I hope you can stick through it and see the content for what it is, and I'll try to do better with future content, I promise. With that being said, love you. Hello, everyone. My name is I'm Darrell, and welcome to my channel. I'm here to talk about discussions and things of interest that I might like, that I might think you guys all might like, and hopefully we could come to a conclusion together. Today I want to talk about Diddy. I want to talk about things that transpire around Diddy, things that other people might be talking about with Diddy, and I might want to put my 2 cents towards the end that might be eye opener or maybe be a mirror to us as a whole about the Diddy situation. With that further ado, let's get to it. Today I'm going to be looking at topics about Diddy from well-known streamers, two in particular, starting with Asmon Gold, because I like Asmon Gold. He has good takes, not towards Final Fantasy, but overall good takes.
Breaking news. Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and indicted on federal charges. The disgraced music icon has faced startling allegations for months of rape, sexual assault.
See, this was the crazy thing to me is like after everybody started exposing this dude, I was thinking to myself, why the fuck isn't this guy in jail? Well,
abuse, gun trafficking, and drug trafficking. On Monday evening, he was indicted by a grand jury in New York. He was taken into custody in Manhattan, where he's been for the last week in anticipation of these charges. Now, the charges haven't been made public just yet. In fact, the indictment was sealed. But according to the New York Times, a person familiar with the prosecution says they believe Diddy faces charges of racketeering and sex trafficking.
Jesus.
Diddy's legal team said they were disappointed with the decision to prosecute, but mentioned their client.
Disappointed. I bet they are. By the way, his legal team isn't disappointed. They're thrilled and ecstatic, because this means they're going to get paid.
Has been cooperative with law enforcement. A statement from his legal team reads, quote, Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire.
My issue overall with this so far, mind you, Asmon Gold, great streamer. Respect everything he does, except his takes on Final Fantasy. I don't know what happens there. Why did it take so long, 2024, for this to happen to Diddy? And mind you, the position that Diddy's in, how high he is, right? What transpired that made this happen, right? And I want to come together as a community and be like, this has been a long-running joke amongst humanity forever, right? People have been joking about Diddy. There's jokes in movies about Diddy. This has been a long-time thing about Diddy. I recall Get Him to the Greek. There's a scene with Diddy running after these two guys because he wants to party, you know, or I forget the message of the scene, but the overall scene is a joke towards Diddy because when it comes to people like Diddy, they tend to tell the truth in plain sight. So it's like it's crazy to me that it took something in 2024 to get this man underwater, because everybody known that this guy was sex trafficking. Everybody's known that this guy was a fiend. Everybody's known that this guy was doing bad things to people. And a lot of people hint it. A lot of people have said things in their own way. And us as a humanity, we either laugh it off or think like, okay, well, it's Diddy, you know? Well, what are we going to do? But it's like, I just don't get it. I feel like there's more to this, right? Because someone like Diddy just can't be caught like that. Even if they raided his complex, I just don't think it's that simple. Especially coming from 1993 to right now, like, I just don't think Diddy is the kind of individual that could be caught out unless either someone above him wants him to get caught out or something transpired, because it's gotten so bad with humanity that we've gotten to the point where we know the truth about certain things but don't take action on it. We kind of let the world spin and take action on itself. And that's kind of what we're seeing with Diddy right here, because I'll say 96% of the world knows Diddy, probably not even for his music. They know Diddy because of the jokes the world makes of Diddy, of what Diddy is.
Adoring his children and working to uplift the Black community. He is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges.
So, wasn't there a thing of him leaving the United States? He like ran away, and then there was sights of him in Miami, there were sights of him in New York, there were sights of him everywhere, kind of like making a joke of the situation. It's kind of like Diddy himself understood that we as humanity, we as the world, made him the joke. It's not even funny because the situation is serious, right? This guy has sex trafficked God knows who, God knows what. I mean, I've been hearing jokes that he has 1,000 baby oils in one of his mansions. That's insane, man. Like, this guy has gotten so powerful and so rich that his boredom has piqued him into otherworldly type of indulgences. And he's a crazy guy. It's gotten so crazy in certain medias, he jokes to himself. Charles and Maine even confronted him about it and was like, hey, man, is this you? Like, this gay recording, is this you? And Diddy kind of just, like, looks at him, bro. Kind of like, I'm Diddy. Like, how dare you, you know? Like, whatever, you know? But look where we are now. All I'm saying is, nobody confronted Diddy. Like, to the point to where he had to get prosecuted like this. I think something else is happening that made this happen. And that's all I'm saying, because it's like, it's not just Diddy. There's a whole pool of people that are in Diddy's circle, outside of Diddy's circle, around Diddy's circle, that are doing the exact same thing. It's just that Diddy wasn't afraid to have it known about him because of his position. Or Diddy didn't care, you know, because we as a people made it such a big joke about it. Literally to the point where they could make jokes about it in movies. That's the crazy part.
I bet
Please
they did.
reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court.
If he looked forward to clearing his name in court, then why run away from the United States? Why run away from the jurisdiction? Why run away from the law, right? And the thing to me is, if you have nothing that you've done wrong, you have no reason to run. Like, for example, when I go into a store and, like, I'm just browsing and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy something, but then I turn out not to buy anything, I'm, like, dead scared to leave the store because I feel like they're looking at me like, yo, this guy might be stealing something. I mean, look at me. I look sus as fuck. Most people would if they just walk in and then walk out. But that's kind of the thing, right? I'm feeling like, yo, like I was just browsing, I didn't buy nothing, but I didn't steal nothing, but I'm leaving, right? But that's the thing. If you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, you shouldn't feel like you need to run. You should be able to sit there and be like, I did nothing wrong. You could go through everything, do what you need to do, but I'm innocent. And so he didn't do that. Matter of fact, he got into a jet and booked right out of the United States, parachuted down somewhere outside of the United States, and then saw how big of a joke we made him. He was already a joke, but saw how big of a joke the world made him, came back to the United States, saw sightings of him in Miami and New York. Like, this guy was just walking around, had a full case against him, just walking around. Maybe even had some copy clones, you know, some deep fakes going around or whatever. But he was around. And so now we come to this point where it's like, he is falling back on his lawyers. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, he's a big pin boss, you know, but they're starting to see his group as a terrorist group. And the thing is, I don't think we would get to this point ever unless something outside of this happens. Something to do with someone else or something else. And I say that with full confidence from 1993 to right now, because it's like at any point in time this could have happened from 1993 to right now. Why right now? Why did it take so long? You know, this guy has multiple mansions. What type of, you know, what type of intersection happened? What type of plot happened? What type of point taken to where someone wrote a piece of paper or wrote a signature or did something and was like, okay, now we got to take Diddy down, right? All the hinting through the years, all the jokes through the years, him literally in the streets dressed as Joker telling he'd make love to people, like all these things, all these conspiracies, all these, right? And now falling back to his lawyers are saying that he's here in New York ready to prove his innocence when it's obviously not the fact.
This is really cool, man. I wish I could get one of these. This thing's bad.
As in gold.
Badass. Look at that. You can't. Maybe I should just buy one of these. What do they get? Like 2 gallons to the mile?
All this comes about 6 months after 2 of Diddy's homes were raided by federal investigators back in March. Then we couldn't confirm Diddy was the target of the Homeland Security raids or what information the feds collected. Most of what we know came from the 5 civil.
Notice how the only person that's showing immense confidence in this picture is Diddy. Like, that's not a coincidence. In most pictures, it's not a coincidence. Diddy is brimming, shining with confidence with his, I don't know these people in the picture, but I'm sure Diddy knows them. I'm sure they know Diddy. And, I don't know their stories. I don't know where their stories are going, but to be affiliated with Diddy, I mean, it's just another Justin Bieber situation in my eyes. Notice how one has his head down, kind of embarrassed in a way, like, why? You're with big boy Diddy, you know, you're on the red carpet, AT&T sponsored behind you, like, the other one's looking at the guy with the head down, kind of like, not, like, eyes squinted. I'm in a band, or I was in a band, and I was the vocalist for a band named Tantalus, and I used to have immense stage fright. And not because I was afraid of what people would think of the band. We sounded amazing. I was more hard on myself because I'm like, I know I don't sound good enough. So I would always have my eyes like squinted, like kind of like to shut myself in. I don't know, like, you know, and that's kind of like the vibe that guy's getting. brimming smile, but the eyes do not lie. The eyes do not lie. Eyes squinted. He's not feeling 100%. And then the guy to the far right, he looks okay. Maybe he's in on it with Diddy. Maybe he's been to a party or two. We don't know his story. But overall, we all know what kind of person Diddy is. And I feel like everyone in the pool with Diddy has done what Diddy's done. And
suits with a series of shocking allegations ranging.
I mean, like, if you have 1,000 bottles of baby oil in your house, like, I'm not saying, I mean, like, I just, like, who does that?
The immeasurable rich. When you become so rich, it stops being about money and it starts being about power. And when you get enough power, it stops being about power and it starts being about indulgence. And when it stops being about indulgence, it starts being about boredom. And when you become so bored with all this money, with all this power, with all this indulgence that you've already had, you look elsewhere to where it's like, how can I not be bored? How can I satiate this boredom? And for a lot of the rich, for the elites, for the top people up there, they get to this threshold of boredomness. And with that boredom comes weirdness. I mean, watch the girl with the dragon tattoo. The rich guy was the murderer, right? I mean, look at Diddy. He's a fiend, a sexual fiend. He's probably done things that even though he's being prosecuted, they're not going to bring out to the public. I'm sure he's done worse things than what they're talking about. And it's crazy because that's just the truth of it. I mean, you have one or 2 million in the bank, that's okay, right? But when you get to the threshold of rich and powerful for like 1993 to 2024, like, you start looking elsewhere for pleasure, right? I mean, I remember seeing a video of Justin Bieber and him, and Justin Bieber was so conflicted. You saw the conflict in this Canadian boy's eyes, where he was like, wow, this guy just bought me a car. Wow, I've never even gotten a taste of the rich life. I'm now getting a taste of the rich life. My efforts are bearing fruit, all this. But then you see, like, the kind of slight fear in his eyes, like, but Diddy, bro, like, this guy's kind of giving me weird vibes, bro, like, but I want this car, bro, like, you know, but it's kind of like, and then, like, Diddy's telling him, like, yo, I'm, like, this guy's guardian, like, what? What? Weirdo. And the thing is, I feel like he's done that to plenty of people. Even so far that we've seen videos of Kevin Hart telling him, I'm not getting on the bed. Why would Kevin Hart say that? Why would Kevin Hart tell Diddy, I'm not getting on the bed? Obviously, right? I'm not going to speculate any further.
Right? I mean, who does this? That's crazy. Like, I think that's enough. He's guilty. Whatever it is, he did it. No normal person has that much baby oil.
Well, it also, with the baby oil, you got to understand, like, that is a lot of baby oil. And it's to the point where Diddy also had, like, drugs, all types of things. I'm not a doctor. I don't know the official names for things. But Diddy had, like, official type of drugs, official type of things to put in the veins, official type of things to where after he's done abusing these individuals, manipulating these individuals, you know, he could, like, bring them back to life, oil them up, make them brand new. Like, Diddy is a monster. And the scary thing is, there's a lot of people in that circle and around that circle that are just like him. And they walk around every day, giving us music, smiling on podcasts, smiling in our faces, because they got money, they got power and there's nothing we can do about it. But the thing is, the craziest thing is, we could have easily gotten to this point if we all came to the conclusion that Diddy needs to be behind jail. And it's like, yeah, we've all been saying that, but it's like to the point where we've been joking about it. It kind of cushioned the claim, right? Because most people have joked about it. I'm gonna listen to Asmund Gold just a little bit more, then I want to check something else out.
No.
From the 90s until now.
That's
Multiple
crazy.
people allege Diddy raped them, drugged them, and recorded all of that.
Yeah.
We can't confirm it just yet, but it was likely those civil lawsuits that led up to the federal investigation and later Diddy's arrest.
Can you imagine if all this stuff ends up being true? This guy's like a fucking menace to society.
And it's not just him. It's just the fact that he doesn't mind people knowing. He's so far up the totem pole that he's gotten such an ego with it that he doesn't mind people knowing, because he thought that, you know, he was untouchable. He thought that, you know, who cares who knows, right? Like, it's kind of like, I'm P. Diddy. I'm like Big Boss Diddy, you know? But yeah, he is a menace to society. And if it's true, it's not whether if it's true. It's just that, you know, we need the proof, right? But it's like, it's been a known thing, right? And you have all these things surrounding P. Diddy, like the death of Biggie, the death of Tupac, the death of this and that. People confronting him and coming missing, and, you know, just P. Diddy, right? He was like a peak person, not top dog, but he was a peak person. And when it comes to that threshold, you get enough power, you get enough money. Stops being about money and power, starts being about indulgence. Stops being about indulgence, starts being about power. And when you get to that threshold, you start being weird. Asmund Gold, love you, man. You're cool. Terrible Final Fantasy takes, but everything else, man, you're amazing. Love you, bro. Now with this, I'm going to go to this real quick. So, with this and get him to the Greek, I think he is actually the real P. Diddy in this movie scene. The only person who's fake.
We gotta thicken our revenue stream. We gotta thicken our fucking stream. We gotta thicken the fuck out of that stream right now. Shit is serious out here. The music business is failing. The bubble done pop. Whose phone is that?
It's my phone, man.
That's your phone?
That's mine, yeah.
Answer it.
Definitely.
Why does he have a switchblade?
What's up, bro? Yeah. No, I can't talk right now. He forced me to answer in the middle of this meeting in order to
Is that a
humiliate me.
switchblade?
Yeah, he's actually staring at me. He's really pissed right now. Swear to God, I'm not joking, man. Yeah, 6:30. I gotta go right now, though, bye. I apologize about that.
Throw that phone out of my office.
Please don't make me do that.
Throw the phone out of my office. Throw that fucking phone out of my office.
Right on.
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me. It's for y'all. See, I'm gonna be all right. I'm straight. I got villas in Brazil, Tahiti, East Hampton, West Hampton. Sergio gonna be fine. Fuck a recession. I own 20 kookaroos.
21, sir.
I own 21 kookaroos. Y'all don't own one kookaroo. Not one. Not one. Y'all are fucked.
You all are fucked.
You are fucked.
You're not wrong. Everyone loves chicken. I'm doing fine. Please, people, help me help you. Y'all need to come up with some brilliant ideas right now. Who's first?
Me first, Sergio. There's this Taiwanese phone company, TEC. It's got great valuation. It's a steal, dude. We buy that shit. We're not just selling the ringtones.
Whatever happened to this guy? He was a great actor, mind you. And I feel like everyone in that group were great actors, but they probably didn't make it through some type of threshold. Like, I'm seeing faces from my childhood growing up, like, They're all.
We're selling the
great
fucking
actors.
hardware, bitch.
Does this look like a telephone company to you? We make records here. This is not singular wireless. Anybody here know anything about singular wireless broadband, any of that fucking phone shit?
He just has the knife. Just he might be in that seat like a businessman, but the God complex is up here. He doesn't even see himself as human anymore. I'm telling you.
No.
Well, you know something? You should. Don't be proud of your ignorance. Now tell me something.
Don't be proud of your ignorance. My God.
Good.
I just discovered the next Alicia Keys. I swear to God above, I can vouch for her.
Next Alicia Keys.
Yep.
What was your last discovery?
Chocolate Daddy.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Chocolate Daddy?
Yeah, Chocolate motherfucking Daddy. He discovered Chocolate Daddy. How much did Chocolate Daddy sell?
15,000 units.
15,000 units.
Proud of every unit. I'm proud of those units.
I'm proud of those units.
I'm telling you, this
Shut
girl
the
is.
fuck up.
This girl.
Don't talk.
She got a.
Please.
Not gonna
I
talk.
shut the fuck up. 15,000 units. You made me vouch for Chocolate Daddy. 15,000 units. I got 6 fucking kids. You know how much money that is to put them through school? You know how many Air Jordan 6 black kids wear?
I'm sorry for my outburst. I'm having a panic attack right now.
You. What you so quiet for?
Just thinking. Ideas.
That's what we need. We need ideas. Share with the group.
Okay. Next month is the 10-year anniversary of Aldous Snow Live at the Greek Theater, which is one of the highest selling live albums of all time. And if we did some sort of anniversary concert, I did the figures and it can generate millions of dollars in revenue.
So you think one show is going to change our game?
Well, we simulcast on HBO, Facebook. We charge them each $1 million to co-sponsor the event, and that'll jumpstart sales of his back catalog, which we can re-release, remastered with additional tracks and a live DVD of the concert.
Come on. We need a game changer. And Aldous Snow is not it.
Aldous Snow is one of the last remaining rock stars. With all due respect, maybe a game changer is not what we need. He's a real musician, and we have a chance to make real music, and that's how we can succeed. And personally, I think it would kick ass to see him play live again. That's why we're all in this business, right? Because we're fans.
It's really nice.
That's really nice.
Now I need y'all to listen to something that's a game changer. Play that shit.
Gonna fuck your shit, gonna fuck your shit, gonna fuck your
Game
shit.
changer right there.
Gonna knock your bitch, gonna bang your bitch, gonna knock your bitch up. Gonna flip that switch, gonna scratch that itch, gonna fuck your bitch.
Okay, now that was him on like how civilization saw him, like, and I don't mean us civilization, business civilization, right? Like, he's top guy, right? He has that God complex. Ideas go through him, everything goes through him. He's the one who says yes or no. Oh my God, Drewski got to look. Drewski is like literally one of like the top comedians right now.
Hold up.
And they made a joke of him with Diddy. You can't make this. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. When you become so up there, right? You put not just the elites. When you just become anyone with so much money, so much power, and you do these things, you protect your karma by putting the truth out there in some way, shape, or form. Like, for example, if I have an apple and I put on the and it's poisonous, and I give you the apple and you die, that's on me, right? But if I give you a poisonous apple, but I put on the carriage that there are poisonous apples, and you just so happen not to read that there's poisonous apples, that's on you. My karma is protected. Or if I have a poisonous apple and I put it's poisonous apples, but it's 4th of July. I mean, April Fools, excuse me, I'm uncultured. that's still on you. I told the truth in some way, shape, or form. So, that's what is happening here. And look, Drewski's walking up. He's kind of like the comedian now of this age. Like, you know, everyone knows who Drewski is. And it's like, of all the topics to talk about, of all the things, walking up like a clown. I love you, Drewski, but walking up like a clown, because that's exactly what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be light warming, lighthearted. And the thing is, even though we already have this idea of a joke of what Diddy is, what he does, here it is.
I knew I was supposed to be living like this, man. I always knew.
Welcome, Mr. Drewski.
It's a cold town, Mr. Drewski. Mr. Drewski Combs now. Hold on, boy. I ain't never been to nobody.
That's interesting. Drewski has a Buddha. I'm uncultured. Drewski has a Buddha or an Ashura or something. I think this guy thinks beyond all that. All the bad things he does, I think he tries to cleanse it. Like his karma, he tries to, you know, maybe he thinks like I'm still going to be reincarnated good, or maybe my bad energy could turn into good energy, or I don't think this thing is placed at the front door for nothing. Like, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but I'm not. When you get so high up there, you start thinking those ways.
Body house with a Buddha in it.
How did you get in here?
What up, man?
What's going on?
Just waiting on my food to get.
Is that little Bow Wow? My sister went to a Bow Wow party at his house one time. I don't want to talk about it.
Got your towel, your pillow, your whole setup.
Oh yeah. Thought you was getting in here with me, man.
I'm good, bro. Let's go inside.
Waiting on the girls to come up in here.
The jokes. I'm just waiting for the girls to show up in here. And there might be some girls. You are the girl. And you show it up.
I know you got them.
Right here, we have a world-class piano that no one has ever touched before. Yes, it's a one of one.
Woo! Y'all got some nice shit in here, man. Come on. Hey, bro, you gotta get me a picture under this.
Another form of Buddhism are I'm uncultured. You could show me a peanut and another peanut, and I'd just be like, it's a peanut, bro. I don't know the kinds of peanuts. Like, obviously, it's similar to the thing at the front door. There's a meaning behind this, either cleaning the aura, cleaning the karma, or something mischievous behind this peaceful look of the monk, of the Buddha, of the deity. There's something there. And obviously Diddy has gotten to that threshold where he's thinking this way, right? He's probably done some evil things, and he sees this as cleansing his aura, cleansing his karma, or whatever. Or maybe it's an omen for those who enter his house, right? The peaceful demeanor of the Buddha is like, this is a peaceful place. You can be at ease with yourself and with me, or who knows?
Hey,
bro, chill.
And I feel like Drewski is bringing attention to it because there is a meaning behind it. I feel like the point of this video with Drewski is him putting, quotation marks on the joke that is Diddy, and then quotation marks on the things surrounding Diddy.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
Hey.
Bro, you always act like this in people's crib.
Nigga, what I do?
Bro, you're tripping.
Chris.
Who are all these people in Drewski's house? Like, I don't know. I mean, excuse me, Diddy's house. I don't know Diddy. I know he's got kids. I know he's got family. Are these his family members? I hope so.
Shit.
And if they are...
It goes. Yo, you got the Wi-Fi?
I don't got the Wi-Fi. Wait 1 second real quick, bro.
All right. I'm about to go upstairs.
You got the Wi-Fi? Drewski's funny as fuck, bro. Excuse my language.
Yo, this is stupid. Smell like puff in here. What y'all want?
And I promise you, Diddy's not letting anyone in his house without his knowledge. And I'm pretty sure, like, in this clip, Drewski's, like, new blood on the scene. Probably not even a rapper. Like, just in that scene. Somewhere along the way, P. Diddy does have connections on Drewski. I recall Drewski getting a call from Birdman. I don't know the connection there, but, like, I'm pretty sure Diddy's already in the freaking house. He's just waiting for Drewski. Poor Drewski. I know it's just a skit, but a skit with realism in it.
Dude, which one I want to wear today? Woo! Can't do without the silk. For real, I don't even know how to put this on. Yeah. Woo! Let's switch to Vincent. Baller shot caller. Spread love, baby. Spread love. It's me. It's Puff.
And I also feel like this is kind of like the P. Diddy experience. Like, with most of his artists, with most of his guests, with most of the people who experience his loungings, like, he makes it feel like this is the limelight. This is the life you could have. This is the life, you know, have a taste of it, right? This is the life of a top person, right? And you could also have this, right? Like, you could see the experience in Drewski. Drewski is putting on the silk. He's seeing the glasses. He's seeing the shoes. He's seeing the interior. You know, he's kind of like, it's a skit, but he's losing his shit, right? He's like, ooh, you know, like, and I think that's all part of the mind thing, especially with Diddy, because in most cases with artists, they show them like a bag of money, and it's donezo right there, because most kids, most teens, most people have not seen that much money in front of them in their entire lives. So when they see that, there's no way that they could even debate it. Yeah. Is that the oil? No, I'm just playing.
Deleon Tequila. Owned by a black man. Don't mind if I do.
Whoa! Diddy came through like Michael Myers, bro. He came through like Michael Myers. I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him, bro. Hold up.
Owned by a black man. Don't mind if I do.
He came in so slick with it, bro. Like not with the energy of like, this is my house. He came in so slick with like, it's time to get what's owned to me. Like, it's time to get what's owed to me. Like you owe me now. Like, that's the energy that I just got from seeing him come around that corner. Like, you enjoyed yourself. Time to give me what's owed to me. Like, that's the energy.
Owned by a black man. Don't mind if I do.
What normal person... What normal person comes through any corner? I don't care if it's your house. What type of normal person comes through and, like, for example, let's go through an example. Let's say you know someone, right? They're not your friend, but an acquaintance, and you both make money. You make more money than them, but you both make money. You need this person to make money, and it's their first time in your house. Don't you want to be a good host? Don't you want to be a good business partner, right? What's the first thing you do, right? You'd make them feel comfortable. You'd probably, like, you know, I don't know. I'm not a businessman, right? Diddy comes through like he's about to devour Drewski. And mind you, it's a skit. So Drewski knows exactly what this is about. This is to imply the joke on Diddy, that Diddy's going to rape him, that Diddy's going to drug him, that Diddy's going to do all these things. And look at the face on Drewski. Look at it. Look at his face. His face is like, oh yeah, oh, I fucked up. I fucked up, didn't I? And it's like, this is a whole meme right here, because look at how stern and serious Diddy is. Like you, it's over. It's over. You already lost. You already lost. Like, where are you gonna go? Like, you already lost. And you took a sip of the tequila. Do you even know what's in that? Do you even know what's in the tequila? Hold on.
I wouldn't.
You can't make this shit up. Like, he's just standing there menacingly, you know, like, kind of just like, you know, like, what you gonna give me? What you gonna give me? I see you got my silk coat on. See you touch my shoes. See you wearing my glasses. Touching my tequila. Pretty much mine now, right? Like, you pretty much owe me. You know, like, did you enjoy yourself?
Shot.
Owned by a black man.
Owned by.
You cannot make this shit up, bro. When Drewski said owned by a black man, he meant it in a proud way. Like, wow. To have so much owned by a black man, it is like a proud achievement, right? And he said that in a joking way. But when Diddy said it to him, cheersing, it was like saying it to Drewski, like, I own you. I own you. And get ready to be owned by a black man. And that's the joke. And I can't believe that this video is even out there. But that's how bad it's gotten, because the whole idea on Diddy is a joke, right? People have made it such a big joke that they could come out with stuff like this. And it's bad. I want to watch one more video, and then it's from Get Him to the Greek again, and I think it's
I'm sorry, Pops, you okay?
So this is a very whitewash example of what a P. Diddy party is, and I feel like this is their example or whitewash description of what a P. Diddy party could be. But I feel like tech for tech, bar for bar, you could look at the energy of it and you could kind of equivalate it to what it is in reality. For example, he just beat someone on the head, knocked him out, and some party girls like, woo, you know, to give the example of, okay, this is a party, we're having fun.
Now this is what the music industry is all about.
Now this is what the music industry is all about. He just knocked some dude out in his clubhouse at a party. Some girls cheering, right? Who knows what that means, right? But now the place is lighting on fire. Maybe that can have deeper meaning to it. Again, I say this with most confidence. When you get so high up on the bar, it stops being about money. It stops being about power. It starts being about indulgence. When it stops being about indulgence, it starts being about boredom. When it becomes about boredom, you start getting weird. And when you get to that point, it's, you know, you get to this point, right? Like, start putting the truth out there. Like, in most movies, you can see in most movies, they'll put the truth out there.
Sergio's go crazy. I love this game!
I love this game. And some people can speculate that when he says game, he could probably mean like the hustle game or the gangster game or whatever. No, P Diddy means his game. You know, he's on top of all these artists, all these people who are money crazy, all these people who want to be in the limelight, and he can manipulate that however way he wants, right? In the plot of the movie, this guy just wants to get this guy to his concert, right? Gotta go through P Diddy.
Jeffrey, let's go. Bye. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Why is P Diddy chasing them? Why? Think. Why is P Diddy chasing this limelight rock star singer and his manager? Not his manager, like whatever. I'm uncultured.
Crazy! I've never run so fast in my life!
And mind you, oh my god, I just had an epiphany. This guy on the right is like super woke nowadays. I don't know if he was back here, but I've seen a couple of his clips. He is super woke. Like he thinks up here with things. And I don't know how accurate it is, but like if you have any common sense to you, like if you listen to what he says, it's kind of like, wow, like this guy has probably seen and done some things, and like he knows what's going on out there, you know, maybe. And it kind of makes me want to believe him because look, he's literally in a scene with P Diddy, chasing him, putting the truth out there. It's kind of like with Cat Williams. Cat Williams kind of joked on that podcast, but he was putting truth out there.
That's my lucky. Your lucky go get you new luggage. Where you going? Run all the way back to LA. Sergio is chasing us. This is the longest hallway of all time. It's Kubrickian. You cannot outrun me. I am black.
You cannot outrun me. I am black. Okay. Well, that's crazy.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all?
You can't make this up.
We are.
You can't make this up.
Right now, on our way to Vegas.
You cannot make this up. This is not even a part of the movie. This is not even a part of the movie. I've never even seen this before. This is not even a part of the movie. And you could kind of see the truth laying there, bro. You could see the truth laying there. P. Diddy records what he wants. That's just the truth of it. Whenever he records what he wants. And look. Oh shit. Oh. Free ride. Free whatever you want right now. Because I'm going to get it later. You know? Like, that's the energy. Look, P. Diddy just didn't decide to get up and record like that. Like, he records what he wants. Like, the truth is out there. He was running from Diddy in that movie. Because the truth is out there. Look.
We are.
P. Diddy, he don't care.
On the plane right now, on our way to Vegas. It's called... What?
Of all the people on that jet, why is he, like, just showing that guy? You know? He's not showing anyone else. He's just kind of like, you know, this is what we're doing, you know, blah, 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 you know, like...
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And guess where we're going? We're going to Vegas. Limelighting this guy.
I'm here with my new best friend right here.
Do you guys understand that whenever P. Diddy calls someone his best friend, or he kind of gives them the attention, like the limelight attention, that's his current victim? Like, you could see it all the way back with Justin Bieber. You could see it with anyone, like any of the young dudes. Like, you know, like, he either takes the role as their legal guardian, their best friend, or you know, his favorite pupil or something. Like, it takes all these titles, but ultimately it's a victim. And as you saw from that Get Him to the Greek scene, the truth is very, out there.
Hello, best friend. Hello. Rusty Rocket. Is this for Twitter? Yeah, yes, also known as Russell Brand, yes. He's very, 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 very dear friend of mine. We go way back. We've got a lot of history from the projects, of course. Yeah. Back in the day. Very rough in those days. A lot of bother in the projects, but we've come through it now. Things seem to be working out. Yeah. And I'd like to. Does this thing? It felt a little. I'm sorry. Yeah, you like it? Yeah. I didn't feel comfortable enough to start embracing you, so I didn't want to be. Oh no,
So, what's happening here, and this is just my perspective because like I can like just kind of feel it. The actor guy is matching Diddy's energy. He's trying to make it seem like he's not the victim. He wants Diddy to back off, so he's matching his energy. And that's kind of the guy he is. He looks like he can match your energy. And I feel like the reason why Diddy's recording is, who knows, right? Who knows why Diddy's recording? But you see how Diddy rushedly backs off. You know, probably wants no like direct evidence because he's planning to put this video out there. Maybe he wants it to seem like he's just being friendly, like how he was with Justin Bieber, how he was with everyone else. Like, he's a giver. I'm here to give you stuff. I'm here to be your best friend. But like the underlying tone was, this guy knows what Diddy's about, the weirdness, but he sees the camera and he matches Diddy's energy. Diddy backs off. That's what I'm sensing here.
Burden you with affection, but I thought that you were in a position to rest an arm on me. I mean, I didn't let it cross over into the area of being physically aroused or anything. Yeah, none of that. It's a back door. But you know what it is?
I don't really understand what this guy said. Amazing voice, by the way. He still has it to this day. But I think he said something about being physically aroused to Diddy. Like, are you trying to get aroused out of me, or are you aroused, or something along those lines? And Diddy, knowing the camera is there, he's like, oh, no, none of that. We don't do that here. Lying, obviously, right? All for the camera's sake. Like, hey, man, you're not a weirdo, are you? Like, nah, man, nah. We friends.
We're going out on like a date.
A date? See, I feel like when you get to that level, on both sides, when you get to Diddy's level and when you get to the actor's level, there's just so much undertones to your words. Like, when you say something, you really mean something else, right? Like, this is a date. It's the truth, right? But, like, the undertone is, like, playful. This is playful. It's a playful date, you know, between friends, between brothers. But he's just putting the truth out there. This is a date. My God, bro. And the craziest part about this video that I'm doing right now, I didn't know this happened. I didn't know this. I was just making the connection to the actual movie, Get Him to the Greek. And then literally as that ends, I see this. This is crazy, right? And the thing is, the truth has always been out there, right? This guy has gotten people killed. This guy has, you know, R-word a lot of people, you know. He's taken advantage because of his position in life. Literally giving this guy a ride to New York in his private jet. And now he's saying the truth. Like, this is a date. Like, I'm not just taking you to New York. This is a date. You know, you saw how quick Homeboy's friend got out of that seat when Diddy approached. Like,
a straight guy date. Like, straight guy date.
A date. A date. Straight guy date? Straight guy date.
A guy's night, 48 hours.
Puppy with like a
Russell.
with a normal day between like a man and a woman, or perhaps two gay men or lesbian women. The best possible result of that date is sex. Now, with our heterosexual date,
What?
what is possible like a man and a woman, or perhaps two gay men or lesbian women, the best possible result of that date is sex.
Look how quickly Diddy reacted to the word sex. Like, it's like, it's what he wanted, right? That's what he wants here. He wants sex, right? And maybe even more than that. Who knows? And the actor guy knows what Diddy wants too. Like, he's getting to that conclusion. He feels the weirdness, but at the same time, like I told you, he can match energy. Like, that's what I'm sensing here. The actor guy with the cowboy hat, he can match energy, and he's trying to, you know, not push Diddy back, but match his energy to where Diddy pushes back himself, right? And he's saying, like, okay, well, this isn't a date between a man and a woman, and this isn't a date between two gay men, because, you know, maybe he's saying that, oh, well, I'm not gay, and he's like, well, the end conclusion of a date is sex, right? And Diddy's like, what you talking about, man? You talking about that good stuff now? What you want?
Now, with our heterosexual date, what is the best thing that can happen between us?
We can find some women to have sex.
We can find some women to have sex with.
That's a conclusion. For 48 hours in Vegas, you're seeing us at the beginning of the 48 hours. As you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Second time he says that. I mean, everyone says that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But the people who say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas has either never been to Vegas or has been to Vegas. And if they have been to Vegas, the reason why they say that is because they do bad things in Vegas and they keep it there, right? They either cheat on their spouse and keep it there. They either, you know, lash out and kill someone and they keep it there. They do some type of diabolical, immoral shit. And they keep it there, right? They literally have a whole movie called The Hangover that's there. I mean, and they whitewash that in itself, right? Like, Vegas can get crazy, and a lot of people tend to keep their actions that they do there secret. And I don't think it's a coincidence that someone so high up on the totem pole says that while literally just getting done talking about sex with this coworker that works for him, and he's like, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Like, I don't think so.
But we really plan on going to the hospital.
Are you going to chronicle the whole thing?
Yeah.
It's going to be chronicled.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a recovering drug addict.
Yeah, he's a recovering drug
I
addict.
can't take drugs or anything, like, or even drink. I can't drink booze.
Yeah, he won't. I don't know what's going to happen in Vegas, to be honest. He's recovering, but
I'm
it's
vulnerable.
Vegas. He's vulnerable.
I'm vulnerable in Vegas.
It's borderline cringe because it's the truth, and it's awkward, and it's many things. Like, I'm vulnerable. Who is that for? Why are you saying that? Is it for the camera? Did Diddy talk to you before recording this? Like, who is this for? I'm vulnerable. Like Diddy's pretty much saying him like, yeah, we could get girls, but, you know, Anything could happen in Vegas. Anything. And he's kind of hinting at him like, yeah, this guy's recovering. Recovering from what? I do not want to know. Like, maybe Diddy's already got him. Right? I don't know. And he's like, yeah, recovering. I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable in Vegas.
This could be it for me. Plus, we're on a plane. There's been no safety announcements. No one said anything about these seatbelts. It's not been mentioned. People are playing very loud music. I'm wearing a hat that I regret. It's a difficult situation. What's going to happen to us?
I don't know. Me personally, you know, if you go to Vegas for 48 hours, somebody doesn't go to the hospital, then it wasn't a success.
It wasn't a success.
I forget the streamer, but I was watching someone talk about the Diddy situation and the thousand bottles of oils, and like they also found other type of medicinal and other type of things to where it's like when you injure someone enough, you could bring them back to life. And I feel like that's kind of the idealism in situations that Diddy has for his victims. Like, he abuses them so much for so long, and then he brings them back to life and oils them up to make them feel brand new. And that's what I'm getting here. Because Diddy himself says that if someone doesn't go to the hospital, then it wasn't a successful night. Like, I need you hurting. I need you to be able to go to the hospital after this when I'm through with you. And that's what, so cringe, but and it's out there. I never even seen this video before, but it's out there.
Wasn't a success. So
I'm putting myself at your mercy in this situation, Puffy. I'm using every one of your possible names: Sean, Diddy, P, Puffy. I bought these toothpicks because I think I saw you.
Yes.
That's a small token. You provided the plane, the tickets, the hotels for the big fight.
I can't help but think of like prison rules. Mind you, all these big time rich people own the prisons, so the rules provided are the same. If someone in prison like is nice to you, generous to you, buys you something, and you take it, they now own you. I don't know for how long, but that's the rule, right? Like, if I give you a Snickers, and I'm like, whatever, right? And you eat that Snickers, now you owe me. I own you until I get what I want, right? Like, maybe that's sex or whatever, right? Like, and I feel like the same rule applies with these elitists, like Diddy and people above Diddy, because it's like, he's literally saying it himself. Like, he bought me this plane ticket, he bought me all this stuff, he bought, boom, 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 boom. With Justin Bieber, he bought him a car, bought him a mansion, bought him all these things, boom, 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 boom. And even with regular folks, the rules apply with regular folks too. Not regular folks. I want to more highlighted people like Miami, Atlanta people and stuff like that. And what I mean by that is, like, when a guy comes to an agreement with a girl to fly her out, the girl probably has the mindset to chill and enjoy yourself, but the mindset of the guy is like, no, we're gonna be fucking, right? Like, if I'm flying you out, like, we're gonna be fucking. And some girls have that understanding, but some girls don't. But the rules go from every walks of life, but it's big time with these elites. Like, literally, Diddy is chilling. Like, everything that I'm surrounded by, I own, right? Like, I literally bought this private jet for you. I bought the plane ticket. I bought everything. I bought the hotel we're going to. These next 48 hours, you are mine, you know?
I provided the toothpicks, though.
And the whores.
Well, okay, we've not discussed that, but toothpicks, though.
And the whores.
Well, okay, we've not discussed that, but toothpicks, though.
And the whores.
Of all these grand things that I've given you, you provided me with a toothpick. But can you provide me with whores? Can you provide me with ecstasy? Can you provide me with a good time? Absolutely not. What? Like, these underlining tones, like, can you provide me with hoes, though? Like, can you be the hoe? Can you be the whore? What can you give me? We haven't discussed that yet. Like, hold on.
Well, okay, we've not discussed that, but if alright, I will try to. I'm not a misogynist. I'm against that kind of language. I like to think of them as damsels.
So this is the beginning, and
Will I put this on my
yes,
Twitter as well?
It's equal access.
Equal access.
Joint venture.
Equal access. Like, I don't know all these terms. Again, I'm a very uncultured person. But equal access, man.
Content.
I provided the toothpicks.
Yeah.
I provided the toothpicks. Like, like, hey, man, we're on equal footing. I provided the toothpicks. Like, I don't think so, bro.
So equal access.
Equal access. I provided the toothpicks, so I. Is he saying that he gets to Diddy too? Like, I don't know. Or maybe he's saying that it's equal access. Like, now you don't have it over me. Like, now we're like an equal access to Vegas. Like, now you don't get to, do what you want to do. And Diddy's kind of giving that look like, what the fuck is this dude saying?
Right. Stay tuned.
Do stay tuned. Peace.
Okay. No way. No way. No way. And he starts the video off with what he wants in the limelight. Like, it's right there in your face. It's right there in your face. It's right there in your face. Literally, they're not close at all. He was in the upper seat, chilling, doing his own thing. He's back here with probably a friend of his in their comfortable space. And when Diddy records, then he went and got closer to what he wanted. Okay. Let me end out on this note. Diddy's freaking crazy. But mind you, he's one in a million. He's one in a million because he's not afraid to put it out there. There's hundreds, probably thousands of elitists out there that have it hush-hush, that have it under wraps, under tables. They still put the truth out there, but it's not a running gag like how it's been for Diddy. Like, Diddy has become so big and so popular off the joke of himself that literally he's put it in movies, he's put it in clips, he's put it, and it's just dumbfounding to me how it's taken 2024 to get him prosecuted in such a manner when it could have happened way sooner. And the reason for that is, and this is just my opinion, is that it's not because he got caught. It's not because something happened to where we've gathered enough intel, we've gathered enough information, we've gathered enough evidence against this to warrant a raid of some sort. I believe someone above Diddy has had enough of him. I believe someone with Diddy, or maybe a connection of someone Diddy messed with that is above him, X'd him out. Like, that's the only way I can see it, because Diddy has become such a top dog to where he's offered the jurisdiction like $50 million, and they said no to it. They were like, no, you gotta go. $50 million. And what I think actually it is, what it actually is that Diddy put out a video of him saying names with a little girl on his lap. And I feel like those names might have something to do with connection of sex trafficking or something along those lines. Or maybe they partied with him and have something to do with the partying. And maybe someone amongst those names were someone above him. Or maybe not above him, but have connection to someone above him. And that's what's happening here. somewhere along the way, someone crossed someone the wrong way, and now Diddy's getting the X from it, because guaranteed that's what it is, because there's no way in a fair legal system, because it's not fair, that Diddy got caught out and they found enough intel or evidence against him. That's what it is. He's being a scapegoat because either he crossed someone, or something happened, or he's of no longer use, or maybe he did something wrong and someone above him didn't like it. But that's my take on it. Because this evidence isn't new. The only new evidence is what they found within the mansion, like the baby oil and all the medications and all the other stuff, and the videotapes, obviously, right? But it's been a long generational gag that this man has been like this. Like, it's a known thing. It's not even hinted. It's a known thing. Even in the movie Straight Outta Compton, it's a known thing that the music industry kind of became this cultish thing, to where it's like, if you want to get famous, you got to give us something. You know, you gotta put up something. And Ice Cube in that movie, played by his son, was like, hey, no, not Ice Cube, but I think Dr. Dre. Long time I haven't seen the movie. I'm uncultured, but one of them was like, hey man, this isn't what it's about. What the fuck you guys on, or whatever. But that's the reality, what it is. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts. If you guys disagree with me, let me know down below. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. Like this or dislike it. Either way, I love you guys. I'm Darrell, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Peace.